Hey, what's up, guys? Tony here hanging out with you today. Hope you're doing well. Coming from you live at the Paradice Garage, North Shore, Oahu. Let me know if you guys can hear and see me quickly. Give me a fast little update. Let me know. Type in the chat if you are a Learn Auto Body and Paint VIP member or not. If you are, where are you tuning in from? Looks like Paul Carroll, VIP Spokane. Tuning in from Spokane. Harold Schwinn, lifetime VIP, Kansas, America. Go KC Chiefs football Saturday. Russ, what's up, Russ? VIP, hello, everyone. Is the audio coming in okay, guys? And the video? Let me know. VIP Santa Barbara, Jack Callis, gotcha, bro. I think we're okay. Thank you. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. So it's Monday, rainy all day today. It's been hard to get things done around the property, but it's okay. What we're going to do is put a second coat of epoxy paint on the shower that I'm painting in the house. It's all sanded. We used Kovacs sandpaper. Very good sandpaper, by the way. If you guys are looking for sandpaper, we're going to be making in-depth videos on the new sandpapers that I'm using. Very good stuff. Good for using with wet sanding. Very good material that they came out with, the Asilex sandpaper. And I'm going to show you those videos. My homeboy Tony came out yesterday from town, brought me a bunch of paint products, some base coats. I had the clear coat. We got a 5-gallon drum of lacquer thinner just for cleaning spray guns and whatnot. You know, you always need lacquer thinner if you're doing auto body and paint, just to clean tools and stuff. We got sealer. We got 1K putty. We got 2K putty and stuff like that. Pretty neat. Okay. About a couple $100, maybe about $450 worth of material. We got a new can of Bondo. We got glaze putties. We got paints. We got candies. We got everything. Lifetime VIP from South Africa. What's up, guys? Maybe a 1.8 to 2.0 tip for the shower epoxy, Tony. Yeah. I agree, but I don't think I have a 2.0. I might have a 1.8. I got to check, but literally right after this, I'm going to prep. Well, it's all prepped up. I have to suit up, prep the guns up, and I'm actually going to take a video of it as well, but I can't find my GoPro, my head cam. I've been going crazy looking for it. If I can't find it, then that kind of really sucks. And guys, I know it looks like I drink Pepsi all the time, but I haven't had one of these in like a week. And like, I just felt like I need a sugar rush. What's up, Aaron Smith, VIP, Idaho? If I drink this crap, I'll maybe have one a week, one every 10 days, just to break it up, you know? Ask Nala. Yeah, I got to ask Nala. Nala's sleeping. Nala woke up the other day, 2 days ago, on Saturday. Like, I left her at the house here on the farm, and I slept in town. And I came back the next morning, and she had a swollen eye. Like, I thought and I let her stay in the house. I thought she poked it out with a jigsaw or something that I had laying around. What's up, Jim? Arnold, we can talk later separately. I don't know what it was. Like, her eye was so swollen, I guess, and then it pushed her eye back. It looked like, yeah, the inflammation caused her eye to get cocked. And I got so worried on Saturday. I didn't know what the hell to do. And luckily, my neighbor is an emergency doctor, and he says, I wouldn't worry about it. My dog had that before. But then I got kind of worried about it. And I took her to the vet. a stupid waste of my time. Like they told me, come in, come in. I get over there. They're like 3 hour wait. I'm like, screw you. It took me like an hour and 15 minutes just to get there. Right. And I said, screw that. I'm not going to wait 3 hours. I couldn't get my stupid Chevy van running. It just wouldn't start. I'm having ignition problems again. It was running great for months after I did a complete tune up to it. So I took the Tesla with Nala. Can you believe that? And I just said, screw it. And I drove back. So it literally 2.5 hours worth of driving, but she's okay now. I was able to get saline, like eye wash drops. And I washed her eye out. And she seems like she's okay now. I just fed her a burger. Just to meet. Her eyes are still a little bit red. I don't know what it is. Maybe the dust. She has like pink eyes. I don't know what it is. But she looks a lot better. She's doing a lot better. I mean, she's normal. She's eating a lot, running, all that. Bruce Barnes, I only use lacquer. Okay. All right, guys, let's just do some quick auto body and paint. I don't want to talk about my story all damn day. How many newbies on the chat right now? How many newbies? I do have updates. You guys can see my stash. I do have updates. Could be allergies. It could be, man. I don't know. Thank you, guys. Okay. How many newbies on right now? Newbies like never been on before. Any new Learn Auto Body members never been on before? Just give me a quick update on that. Because I have 2 plugs that I want to do really quickly. If you're totally new, you've never been on live before, we do auto body Q&As every single week. Here's a link if you want to get some free training on auto body. If you guys are looking for great products, painting tools and spray guns and all of that, check out this site over here. But we're going to get into auto body Q&A right now. What's up from Texas? Just Me says, how long does 2K paint stay good for? 2K single stage paint can be good for years and years and years and years, 10, 20 years, if you keep it garaged, you care for the paint, you leave it out of the weather. Paint jobs last as long as you care for them. I remember I painted a friend of mine's car in college. I was like 22 years old then. I charged him like $3,000 or whatever it was. $3,000 or probably around $3,000. Okay. Base coat, clear coat, his Honda Accord. It was a stock color. We put like a cool bronze. It was like a bronze orange he wanted. That was off of a Nissan Murano or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe a different car. But we painted it. Came out excellent. And it was looking. We put a body kit on. It was looking fantastic. And a year and a half later, it starts looking like crap. And I'm like, dude, where are you putting it? And he parks it under his tree at home. Birds crap on it. Mango tree sap goes on it. I'm like, dude, you can't blame me for your paint job looking like crap if you're not even caring for your paint. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to how much you care for your car. Sorry, I'm like reading questions and trying to tell a story here. One eye sinus infection. It could be. I don't know. I'm just going to keep an eye on her and wash her eyes out and make sure she's doing well. Hopefully she gets better on her own. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim, for the concern. Okay. Conan Conatus LTD. Hi, Tony. Even though I have been following you for a while, this is my first time on the live Q&A. Awesome. Welcome to the live Q&A. Tony, I think Barnes is asking how long will unused paint last? Oh, okay. How long unused paint lasts also depends, okay? Because it could be sitting in a can. It'll be good for years, literally years. But some cans leak, believe it or not. I've had paint cans sitting on my shelf where the bottom starts leaking out, and then the whole can go bad. So if it's a good seal, it'll last for years, 3, 4, 5 years easy. Just make sure that you mix it up really, really well before you put your hardeners and reducers in it. Okay. Jim says, hey, Tony, have you seen these low temperature, no flux welding sticks all over Facebook, Twitter? I was wondering if it might be good filling holes over Bondo. I think I know what you're talking about. Those type of welding sticks are good for soldering up and filling up little like holes, like metal holes, but body filler Bondo is always good for shaping. You're going to get a large area flat and shaped better with Bondo if you're, as opposed to working with that type of stuff or like an old school lead. Hopefully that makes sense. If you're repairing a dent, you're always going to want to kind of cover it no matter what you do underneath, welding, MIG welding, tacking, spot welding, right? Your top layer should always be a skin of body filler because that's where you're going to really get the fine shaping done and get it to where you're ready for paint. VIP from Michigan was wondering what type of base coat brand you recommend. Well, there's a couple major brands that I like to use. If you're on a budget and you kind of want to save a little cash, go with Omni. Omni is a good paint, and there's a little higher version called Omni Plus. And then if you want to get into really good paints, look into PPG, makes good paints. DuPont makes good paints. Okay, and you can get them in all kind of base colors or whatever. Sherman-Williams also makes good paints. And Russ is also right. No flux welding sticks could cause paint reactions, but most of the time, if you're filling with body filler very rarely reacts and has chemical reactions when you're putting it over metal and stuff like that. So what's up, Tony? I just joined the VIP. Homie Hector, when did you join? Let me know. And let us know if you have any questions. VIPs are priority on these calls. So if you have any questions, you are priority. Okay, thanks. I have some paint left over, and I had a nasty run in rear quarter panel and pulled tape on same panel. Sucks, live and learn. Yeah, absolutely. It does, but I welded a panel. Okay. Somebody also asked, Black Rain asked, what about clear hardener once it's been opened once? So once your clear has been opened, as long as it's sealed, it'll be good for at least a year. So you don't have to worry about it too much. All right. Hardener as well. Your cap will get stuck on there, especially with activators. You might need some channel locks or pliers to get it open. But once you get it open, make sure you kind of you blow around it because you're going to have hard chunks of the hardener that's going to come off and it might get into your paint. You're going to be straining anything anyway before you put it in your cup. Okay, or if you're using a cup system, it has a strainer on it, but just keep that in mind. But yeah, that type of stuff will last at least 1 year minimum since the time you opened it. All right, I wouldn't worry about it too much. All right, let's see here. AA says, did you end up getting a Husky compressor, or what kind of compressor did you get? I ended up getting a Cobalt compressor. Comes with a Campbell Hosfeld motor on it. And surprisingly, the thing's very, very quiet. A lot more quieter than the Bel Air air compressor that I have over in my Dallas shop. So it's a good setup. So guys, I'm going to share my screen really, really quickly and show you kind of what I got the other day. So I told you that we've kind of been contemplating and deciding on what we're going to be doing with the filtration system and the exhaust fan for the garage. You guys heard me talking about that, right? So yesterday I really put some time in it. I really thought about it, and I decided that small fan that I got was just too small. I don't want to waste my time and put all of that in and not have enough suction coming out, right? And clearing out my garage for filming, because I want to make sure we got good airflow and exhaust in there and fresh air coming in when filming for you guys, because the last thing we need is a clouded out, smoked out, oversprayed garage, right? So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you what I got on Amazon. I tried to get these specific sizes at Home Depot and they didn't have it. Yes, Charlie Lewis, I got that, but I didn't have Arnold's email on hand. I tried looking for it. Like, it just wasn't in my personal email. Sorry about that. Okay, lot of questions coming in right now. Okay, so guys, let's actually do this. Let's actually do this quick. Would you guys want to see what I got for the shop, or we'll just wait till I set it up? Let me know. As far as air filters, the fan, yada yada yada. Let me know. Recently I sent a truck spoiler to paint at an auto shop to match the OEM pearl white color of a new vehicle, and even though the exact paint code of the car was used, the spoiler came out lighter. Okay. That's pretty much normal. So I was wondering, when painting pearl white paint, are there any factors that affect how light or dark the finish comes out? Yes, absolutely. Like the color of the primer, the number of coats, the base paint, the number of coats pearl. Yes, absolutely. That's why it's hard to get a OEM perfect matching look if you just send out a car part to get painted and brought back and put on the car. Now, keep in mind, if you look at any new car on the market with the same color bumper covers as the body, you're going to notice that most all of them you'll see a color change. Even my Tesla has it, because they paint the bumpers of all cars in a separate paint area. Okay, they paint them separately than painting the body itself. So they'll paint the body, the hood, the quarter panel, all that's done in one paint job, but then they'll paint the bumpers in another section of the car build process, in another paint booth. Okay, it's the same colors, but they put them on and you always will see a mismatch. Does anybody notice this? Look on any new car where you don't have a different color bumper, where it's the same, pretty much same color, not like a chrome bumper or whatever, or just a plastic bumper, right? So the only way to really get a perfect good match is to do a blend. You're going to have to blend it. And if you're painting it, near the color that you're trying to match, it's easier to match up. And yes, an extra coat of pearl will make it darker, and you'll have more of a pearl effect if you put another coat on it. So if you're trying to match something, it's always good to have whatever you're trying to match there so you can see, in the light, and match it up. That's the only way to do it. You're never going to get a perfect match if you just send the part to a body shop and give them the paint code. It is what it is. It's close enough, but it's not going to be 100%. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Jim says, I'm working on a DB9 Aston Martin. Beautiful car. It's really nice. I don't want to F it up, but I'm trying to address a crack in the walnut veneer. I was thinking of sanding it down with 15.5 and then re-clear it. You could try that. I think sanding down to 5,000 is overkill. You could sand down with 1,500 and clear over that. That's fine enough, especially if you're doing wood. Okay. I mean, you could probably go down to 2,000, but I wouldn't go to 5,000. Your clear coats really doesn't have anything to really bond to when you're sanding that fine. You know what I mean? Cheers from New York. What's up? Newbie here. What would be a good spray distance to practice on dry runs? And do primer, base, clear, atomize at different distances. Atom X 20 high volume, low pressure. So a dry run. So I'm assuming you ran base coat. Is this what's happening? You ran base coat or clear coat, you sanded it flat, and you want to respray it. So normally you're spraying, with a spray gun. Let me see if I can get a spray gun here. And we'll get a book. What book is this? Jim Rickards, The New Great Depression. Anyway, say this is the body of your car. Okay. You're going to be spraying at about here. Okay. Anywhere, sometimes you're going to be getting close. It depends. Okay. Sometimes you're like under a bumper cover or whatever. You got to get close. Okay. I would say anywhere from 4 inches is a little extreme, but you could be at 4 inches away. Okay. But anywhere from 6 to 8 inches is a normal where you want to be at when laying down paint, base coat or clear coat. Okay. Keep in mind, if you have a wide open fan and if you're too close, your spray pattern is not going to be able to get as wide as possible because you're cutting it short, right? So for a wide open fan, pretty much 8 inches is where you want to be, and you're going to be getting a wide open fan. All right, for wide coverage. So that's where you want to be, give or take. Hopefully that helps. I use the distance of my hand spread out, thumb to little finger. So that's about, give or take 6 to 8 inches. It depends, and that's not always the magic number. It's just when you spray, you see it, but that's give or take, that's a ballpark where you want to be at. Yeah. Practice. Okay. Sometime the driver door will be different color on new cars. Concerning with the filtration systems, the air line that runs 15 feet away from the compressor, does it have to be copper or can I go with a rubber hose? You can go with a rubber hose. And it doesn't have to be 15 feet. Like literally, I'm working with a small shop now. I got 500 square feet here. Okay. I got a 6-foot rubber hose. Okay. 6-foot rubber hose to my dryer and air regulator. And that's it. And then I got my 25-foot extension hooked up to it to be able to cover all around the shop for my painting. All right, so guys, I'm going to share my screen super quickly and just kind of show you what I got. And then maybe we could head down to the shop for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then close it up, all right? So let me share my screen. Let me know if you guys can see my screen here. Application window, share. All right, I think you guys see my screen. So I wanted to get a 16 by 25 size because I'd be able to put this thing into my door opening and I could stack them on top of each other. Okay. I'm getting one for now. So I got this 16 by 25 steel return air filter grill. Arnold, this is something like you were talking about. I didn't want to go 25 by 25 because it's a 30-inch door, right? And I just didn't want to have a big square opening. I want to go 16 wide, put it in the middle, up toward the top in the middle of the door, and then go 25 inches down. So this is basically the case where I can drop in my filter. And I was looking into filters and all that. I don't know if you guys know this, but the MERV, okay, is what stipulates, where does it say MERV? Right here. MERV is what stipulates your air flow. Now, the higher the number, the better the flow. Okay, so MERV 5 is kind of like in the middle or a little lower on the scale. So it's pretty much high flow. Okay, I was looking for a high flow air filter. I didn't need anything that would, trap, you know, viruses and all that kind of, dog dander and stuff like that. I just wanted something that had high flow that would take out the big dust. So I got a MERV5. I couldn't find anything lower. Like I wanted to get a 4 or 3, but I just couldn't find it. And I was like, this is good enough. Okay. It's a basic dust filter. Okay. So we got this. Also, I got a big exhaust fan. I returned the 12-inch that I got. I said, screw it. I'm going to get a 24-inch. It was a little pricey at $234, but they don't have these at Home Depot. I looked. They don't have anything like this at Home Depot or Lowe's. So I had to special order it, and I ordered it. So we're going to be putting in a 24-inch, and this thing filters out. It'll basically do 4,200 square cubic feet per minute. So that'll clear out my shop very, very easily. So I'm hoping this is going to be good enough for the shop. So we got this. I only got one vent window for now. If I need to put in another one, I'll put in another one. But we're just going to go with this for now. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you enjoyed. So I'm going to kind of remove share screen. So Arnold says, cool, I think that'll work. Awesome. Your cover is 5-inch. Your cover is 5/8 thick, but the filter is 1-inch thick. I'm pretty sure I got the correct ones. This is 16 by 25 by 1, and this accommodates a 16 by 25. Yeah, this is the opening, but this is for a 1-inch filter. It's the correct one. It's for a 16 by 25 by 1-inch filter. So this should do it. It should do it. Okay. It's a bigger opening for the 16 and 25 by 1. So we should be good. I don't think I'm sharing my screen, but we are good. And thank you for checking that out for me and being concerned about that. Charlie Lewis. Yes, that's an attic fan. So Rob Zilla. If you sprayed candy paint, let it dry, then realize you need another coat, can you just wax and grease? I would not wax and grease it. No way wax and grease it. I would, if you let it dry, if it's completely dry, you need to sand it. Okay. I would wet sand it with 800 to 1,000 just to scuff it up and then re-candy it. All right. Do not wax and grease it. Okay. Because you're not going to have any contaminants on it. Okay. Let it dry. 800 or 1,000, wet sand it, wipe it off with a clean, wet, damp rag. Okay. Tack it down and then put more candy on it and then clear coat it. All right. That's if you let it sit and dry overnight. Okay. But if it's just a regular flash coat, you sprayed a coat and it's kind of flashing for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, then you could put another coat directly right on top of it. But do not tack it. Do not wax and grease it. Okay. Do not touch it because you have to just spray right on top of it. Hopefully that makes sense. No, it's sat and dried overnight. Okay, so he says it's sat and dried overnight. So you're definitely going to have to wet sand it quickly, Rob Zilla, and give it a new coat of candy. All right, Jose Perez. Hey, Tony, this is Jose Perez. How can I fix orange peel? Just purchased my X9 and are simply happy with the results first time joining from San Bernardino. That's where the first McDonald's was. San Bernardino. Sorry. That's where the first McDonald's was, right? I learned that from the movie The Founder. How can you fix orange peel? Basically, you need to color sand and buff. So let that dry for a couple days. Then you could wet sand it with 800 grit, okay, just to get the orange peel off. Then I would move down to, well, if you're going to re-clear it again, sand it with 800 and just re-clear it. You might have a better chance of just re-clearing it and seeing how it lays out in that time. But if you don't want to re-clear it, sand it with like 1200, 1500, 2000, and you can buff it out. Somebody, Harold says, put a layer of bulk fiberglass filter in the back of your fan. It will keep paint buildup. It will keep paint buildup on your fan. Okay, it will keep off the paint buildup from your fan blades. Okay, that's a good idea, Harold. I will run it without it first just to see how it works, and then if I need to do the filter, I'll do that. But that's a good tip. Thank you, appreciate it. Mako Shark, you could cut it out, or you could put a rust inhibitor on it, like a navel jelly. Just Google search navel jelly rust inhibitor. Okay. I would grind it with a grinder or 80 grit it first. Put some of that stuff on it. Okay. Kill the rust, stop the rust, and then you could grind it, and you can glue your new panel on top of it. You could weld whatever you want to do. You can cut it out. It's all up to you. You can cut it out. There's many ways to skin a cat. There's many ways to treat rust. There's many ways to tackle a project. It all depends on what you're working on, and it's hard for me to kind of tell you what to do when I don't know exactly what you're working on. All right. So I just want to say, everybody, thank you for streaming with us today. If you want to learn more, check out LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. It's Tony here from Paradice Garage. We're going to be doing a lot of cool new projects coming up soon. And I'm super excited. We're just getting the Honda Grom. I just got the body parts down from storage today. So we have the body parts, we have the bike. We're going to start making content videos maybe later this week, if not early next week for sure. Because I'm still waiting for some of these filter parts and all of that. It'll be in the middle of the month, and we'll definitely be spraying the project by the end of the month. So that's going to be super cool. Jose Perez, you could always do a little spot repair. Who are you talking to? We need to talk. You can always do a spot repair, but if it's in the middle of the hood, man, to get a really nice job done, it's better to blend the base, okay, and then re-clear the whole hood. How's the Mohawk going? Good. I didn't gel it today, but the Mohawk is here. It looks crooked because my hair is just, growing on. It has its own mind. But hi, is it possible to blend the base coat clear into single stage? You could do it. It's possible. Okay, definitely, Russ. I will have to touch base with you as well. Russ, do me a favor. Email me and give me your contact info. I don't believe I have it. Get me your contact info, and we will touch base. So I'm going to head out, guys. I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Thanks for getting on. Things are coming along. It's February 1st today. We're going to be rocking and rolling this month with paint projects for sure. Thank you guys for being patient. The garage is coming along. The ventilation systems will be set up in the next week to 10, give or take I would say 2 weeks max, because I'm waiting for some of the products. Some of the products are coming in like February 14th, I think it said. Let me see. Yeah, whatever the case is, we're going to be doing a lot of cool projects. So that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and prep up. I'm going to change, put some long sleeves on, and paint the shower. I'll spend a little while looking for my GoPro. Hopefully I can find it. And we'll have some new YouTube videos out soon. I'm going to be putting out a video in the next couple days, guys, of kind of doing some farm work around the property. So if you guys want to check that out, check out nature in Hawaii with some ocean views and all that, watch that video. It might give you some peace. But if you're interested, if not, we got a lot of car videos coming up and a lot of cool things. So it's Tony here. Thanks, guys. Thanks to Dace, Tinjin, whatever your name is down there. And I will see you guys soon. And I'll be making also a YouTube video this week on all the products that I got. So you guys can just kind of take a look at the products that I recently got, some of the clear coats that I'm going to be using, the base coats that I'm going to be using, yada, yada, yada. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good week. We're going to go live again next week, but later this week, we'll have a YouTube video out. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being patient, and I'll see you soon. Bye.